Hi everyone, it's Leanne with Lovely Scrappin'. I'm here with my second Pro 31 Designs design team project, and this one here is a big huge tag that I altered, and it's sort of the same color theme as my first project because the fan that's up in the corner I had made for the other project, so of course it's the same color, and it didn't end up working with that project, so I saved it for the next project. So it's kind of the same color theme, but I love pink and brown, so I love using the products that Esmeralda sent me, and they work really well in this. So anyways, this is a huge tag, so this is what the tag looks like. It's approximately 4 inches by 8 inches. Let me just double check. 8.5 inches. So it's about 4 inches by 8.5 inches. So it's really big. I love working with these tags. And I made this, it's a thank you card kind of a thing, but thank you tag because I don't really make cards. So it's a thank you tag for a kind friend. And I really wanted to make this for her. So anywho, let me just get started and I will explain the products that I've used in this tag, and all of the items that I mentioned that are from Pro 31 Designs Etsy, I will make sure to post a link at the bottom. So be sure to check it out. Just click on it and it'll take you directly to Esmeralda's Etsy store and the product of the link that I had posted. So anyway, so for the background of the tag, I just did, if you watch some of my other videos, I did like you crumple up the tag and then you brush your distress ink right over top of it, and then you glimmer mist it and then iron it out with an iron, and so it's nice and flat and smooth, and it gives this amazing like textured, almost like a three-dimensional textured look in the background. I'll kind of quickly show you the back here too. You can kind of see the look that it gives you. I really love that look. So anyway, that's what I did there, and you can kind of see it's pretty long, but I've got assortment of gold and brown and pink ribbon up at the top, and that's just from my stash. So going right directly to the fan, so let me just show you here. This is what the fan looks like, and this is from Pro 31 Designs, and I actually had trimmed it down. I think I trimmed it down like one on either side like that, and then I painted it with some champagne folk art metallic paint, and that kind of made it so it wasn't like so white, because you can tell the difference right there. And then I added some flowers from my stash, and then you can kind of see this beautiful diamond drop crystal there. It's the mini one, and that's also from Esmeralda's Etsy, and they look like these, and they're called Crystals Chandelier Diamond Drops. Really cute. I love, love, love working with these, and I actually use these for sprays in my last project. And so that's what I had put right there. And then on top of the fan, you'll see these little teeny tiny flowers, and then also the flower trim that goes all along there, and it's like a ivory color. That's also from Pro 31 Designs, and it's this beautiful little mini like daisy type beaded trim. Love, love, love working with this. It's so much fun. And then in the center of those little ones that I had cut off of the trim, I just put little brown kind of a bling in there. And then I added some cherry blossoms in the brown tone. And then I also had this cord that I had also used in my other project. And I had put it along there, and I tied a bow there, and the cord has the tassel attached to it, so then I just kind of put it like that and glued it so it sort of hangs there like this. And of course then I had the feather, the pink feathers that I had put behind it. So that was the fan that I had actually made in the other project, but decided to use it for this one. And then going over here, you can see this frame, and that's one of those stamp frames from Sizzix. It's a Sizzix die, and it's actually chipboard, and I painted it with like pink paint and some gold paint. I glossy accented the whole thing to get it kind of glossy, and then I didn't really like that, so then I buffed it with some gold and pink paint, and then added bling to it. So I did a whole bunch of stuff to that frame, and finally got the look that I was going for. Oh, sorry if you can hear my baby in the background. My husband just caught her up and she's a little cranky. And then these little mini porcelain rosebuds are my favorite. favorite, and well, I only have one to show you because that's all I have left. And they're called porcelain white mini roses. So that is what they look like, and they actually cut, like because they're a bit long, let's see if I can show you. Because this part was a little bit long, it would have stuck out a little bit too far. I actually cut off the bottom, and it cut really well. It's actually not that hard. It's actually kind of soft, so you can cut off the back. And then I laid them there so it's a bit more flat. And then this trim here is also from Pro 31 Designs, and it's the gold one. And then the pink one I used here, of course, as you can see there. I love this trim. Oh my gosh, it's so much fun to play with. So it was perfect to outline this cameo, which is also from Pro 31 Designs, and it's called the Vintage or Victorian Lady cameo. And it's the pink one. Love it. Beautiful. And then I added this little acrylic flower. It's just these little mini ones that come in a bunch like this. It actually has clear centers, rhinestone centers, but I just popped off that center and then just added a pink one. And I just had a butterfly charm in my stash, and I glossy accented some bling there, some brown and pink. And then so that pink trim there I mentioned, and then I had this brown lace trim in my stash, and it's actually flat, it's not ruffled, but when you layer, or when you put a bunch of glue, hot glue on there, you put it on quickly and then you bunch it up so it gets to be like a ruffled look, and there's no sewing required. So much fun. You just have to watch you don't burn your fingers. So I did that kind of ruffled look with the trim. And then this big, huge acrylic flower is also from Pro 31 Designs. Love them. And they are the crystal flowers, they're called. So they're big like that. I think it's about 1.5 inches, it sort of looks like. How big? Yeah, about 1.5 inch in diameter. And it's got the clear crystal bling center. And then I just distressed some flowers here. I have in my stash. I think these ones are like I am roses. And then some more flowers here. There's another one of those little porcelain flowers from Pro 31 Designs. And another one of those acrylic ones I put there. These are the two big leaves. They were actually green, and I only had two, so I don't have the originals to show you, but I can show you what the small ones look like. So they're green like this. They come on a wire stem. And so this, of course, was the bigger ones. And I painted them with some gold acrylic paint, and then I put glossy accent over it, and then sprinkled glitter on there, and kind of got that look. I really like how that turned out. And then I did a tutorial on the beaded spray. I had a lot of requests from my very first Pro 31 design project when I had made like the flower and bead spray. So I did a tutorial, and I can post the link to that below if you haven't already watched it. And so that's what this bead spray is. It's a handmade one, really super easy to make. And just added some more flowers there. And again, there's that crystal flower there. I think I covered everything on there. So that's the front, very vintage, shabby chic. And then the back is plain because it's just, it's not really what's going to get displayed, but it's going to be where my my message is. So I'm going to be writing up a message, and then I'll be pasting it on here. And this is like that Baroque die from Tim Holtz, the Alterations die, and it's actually a chipboard, medium weight chipboard. And then I cut the paper as well. And I think it's that Old World stash I had that I used for that. And then just some flowers I had in my stash. This ivory trim is from Pro 31 Designs. This is all I have left, but that's what that looks like. It's got the satin, it's like organza and then satin center. I love it, and I love putting flat back pearls in the center of that. It was just the white flat back pearls that I got from Pro 31 Designs, and I alcohol inked it with ginger alcohol ink, so a dark brown. And so that took really well, and that's what that looks like. And then here are those, the smaller green flowers, again, and I painted that with some gold acrylic paint, just really lightly, because I still wanted the green to show through. And then I just bent them so they were kind of a wavy look. And I also have a tutorial on how I alter flowers, or leaves like this, so you can check that out if you're interested. I just tied a bow with some ribbon I had in my stash, and then this little beaded flower in the center is also from Pro 31 Designs, and she has 3 different sizes. So I showed you the mini one. This is the medium one. There's also a large one that looks like, in comparison, looks like that. So the medium one here, and I can show you the mini in comparison to that too. So you can see the different, like this, the difference in the size. So that little center of the bow is actually the medium one. So this one here. And you can see I painted some with acrylic paint. And it takes really well, actually. I thought about alcohol inking it, but alcohol inking can be really finicky sometimes. So I decided to do the acrylic paint, and I used just the metallic pure gold folk art paint for that, and it took really well. So I was really happy with the results, and so that's the center of my bow. So that's it, guys. It's pretty simple on this side because it's really not going to get displayed. It's going to be more like that. So I hope you guys like it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask, and I will do my best to answer. Thanks, everyone, for watching. Remember to check out Pro 31 Designs Etsy. Take care, everyone. Bye.